Paseta family, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning on to Paseta TV, soon to be on our Paseta School YouTube channel. Please click the subscribe button, click the like button, and make sure that you hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time that we upload a video here. I want to speak about the Matric results of 2025. A lot of people praising it. Every province, I think this might be the first time every province got over 80% pass rate. And people are praising it. People are saying this is fantastic news. The children are improving. There's that issue of the 30% pass for some subjects that is up for debate. And, there's that difference between private school children and public school matriculants who also received a different pass rate. So what do we know about the 2025 Matric result? We know that there is about 656,000 matriculants that passed in 2025, and 345,000 passed with a bachelor's entry in university. But we also know that there is about 200,000 spaces open for new admissions for the children that will be going to TVET colleges and universities. So by default, it tells you already that there will be children that will not be placed, one, because of their marks in varsity, two, because there is absolutely no infrastructure development in South Africa, particularly to reach the demand of the children that are coming. So children will then fall off the what we call the system, go into the world system where they will have to fend themselves up until such a time that they find space. Now, mostly what happens in South Africa is that most don't get immediate space, so they'll do what we call a gap year in South Africa. They'll go and work and reapply by June for 2027, hoping that they will be admitted in 2027. Remember, they do have the university entrance, but there isn't space for everyone to come. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, there will be some who are coming from wealthy families, who some of them have got good marks, 7 distinctions, 8 distinctions. They're going to Harvard University, they will be going to China, they will be going to Cuba, they will be going to Europe to go and study there. Those are the lucky few. Most of the time, that number does not even jump 200 learners in South Africa. So it is very the elite of the elitists. Mostly parents are in politics, parents are rich, and all of those are the children that are very lucky. So now, when we talk about the pass rate and the quality of education, in Paseta, we have declared war against the education system. It cannot be that a child of African descent went from grade 1 up until grade 12 and they don't know that the people who are living in Egypt today are not the original Egyptian. How useless is that education? How useless is that education? The child that has completed Matric does not know the study of African history before the colonizers came. What is the use of that type of education? The child that completed grade 12 at the age of 17, 18 years, some even 19 and a little bit older, does not know how to work the soil, does not know how to plant an onion, how to grow potatoes, how to grow spinach in their backyard. They don't know how to feed themselves. They are always dependent on their parents, on the government to feed themselves. What is the use of that type of education? What is the use of education where the boys and girls finish Matric and they don't know how to defend themselves physically? Physical combat. If someone approaches you and wants to rape you, one person, what do you do to defend yourself as a young girl? What is the vital points that you must attack where you can have a slight break so you can run away? How psychologically strong are you physically to challenge yourself and push yourself to the next barriers? We are talking about children that can handle weapons. For us Africans, it sounds so evil. Why is it that you would want to teach combat, military science in schools? For other nations, they take it very serious. And that is why they keep on defeating us and conquering us when it comes to confrontation type of situation. The education system that we have right now does not teach our children anything. It teaches them to prepare for tests, pass the test, and continue to the next grade. Nothing about life, nothing about their Africanism, nothing about the economy. Teaches them nothing about food security and nothing about self-defense. That is the issue that we as Paseta want to tackle going forward. There is other things that we think they are supposed to be taught at school. A child must leave Matric understanding themselves spiritually, having to have studied the different type of religions and understand the time and places those religions have come into contact with the African people. And the child must have a choice, must make an informed choice when it comes to spirituality. They don't teach that anymore in school. Our schools produce weak generations that abuse alcohol, that glamorizes the nightlife, that are chasing against Facebook posts, always on the phone, always trying to live the fake life online, but in person they are broken, a broken generation that cannot stand for nothing. You ask yourself, when you look at the history of our beautiful country, South Africa, and you look at the great kings that have come in our land, Bo Kgosi Kgaleshiwe, Bo Hosi Zinjiva, Bo King Shaka, and many others, and you move to the political times, you look at people like Bo Oliver Tambo, you look at people like Robert Sobukwe, you look at people like Chris Hani, and you look at what their generation was producing in terms of quality of leadership. And you look at today, you look at the generation today, you can't help but have a disappointment feeling. Is why is it that we're no longer producing great leaders anymore in our society? We grew up in the society where we knew so-and-so, pastor so-and-so, and a teacher so-and-so, or brother so-and-so are people that are upright in the community and they stand for the right things. We grew up in a village where we say it takes a village to raise a child. But today we grew up in times where we say it takes a village to kill a child. So there is nothing for Paseta to be excited about these Matric results, because they have produced a weak generation. The education system must change for Africa. The education system is something that keeps Africans behind, that keeps African children fighting, that has diluted the impact and traumas of our African history and the impact of apartheid here in South Africa. So much that the current generation does not even speak about it because they don't understand what it has done to us mentally. They don't even question why they stay in townships. They don't even know why they stay in townships. They are proud of saying, I come from Soweto, I come from Tembisa, I come from Kukuletu, Khayelitsha, I come from Umhlanga, Pietersburg, you name it, Mahikeng, but they don't know how it became for our grandparents to go and stay in those isolated places. So now we find ourselves as Paseta, when we look at the matric results and we look at the type of quality it has produced in terms of leadership and quality of children, it gives us the hunger to say we need to work harder as Paseta. We need to work harder. So we are planning a gala dinner Paseta launch in Namibia on the 2nd of May. We'll be on our way to Namibia to go and launch Paseta Namibia for the future generation of Namibia. We have land that is allocated that we want to start building in Namibia. We need your help. We need your donation. We need your support. We need you to spread the word, because we want to make sure that we infiltrate each and every African country to build the Paseta schools. For those who don't know, maybe you're tuning in for the first time, Paseta is the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture. Pan-African School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture that focus on 5 pillars. The first pillar is African history. Second pillar is economics. The third pillar is technology. The fourth pillar is agriculture. And the fifth one is military studies. That's what we want the school system and the curriculum to speak to as to the next generation. As long as we don't change what we teach, we cannot expect change in the community. The great saying of Paseta is, if you don't teach it in the school, don't expect it in the community. So there is nothing to celebrate for us as Paseta when it comes to matric results, because the quality of education that the children are getting produces weak generations more and more. Nothing changes. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Paseta YouTube channel. Please make sure you click the subscribe button one more time for us, so that we can get our numbers to 500. We need to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube. Until we meet again, don't forget that I hole Paseta. Let Paseta grow.